Yo, what's up, y'all? It's Mma Analyst here to do my recap for Strikeforce Noons versus Diaz 2. Um, it's the weekend, Thanksgiving weekend. I am again visiting some relatives and whatnot, so y'all see the ugliness, and I'm sure you hear it too, but let's get right down to it. First things first, let me just say, whenever I do these reviews, I can't really be my, exciting, or at least into itself because I get loud and I think they can hear me or something like that. And it's like 12:20 in the morning, so I'm trying not to wake anybody up. But let me start this all out with saying, if it wasn't for the the knowledge and the warm feeling I get in my heart, knowing that I get to watch Marlos Kunin fight Misha Tate, all that skill and all that goodness, I'd be a whole lot more pissed about the state of MMA right now. A whole lot more pissed. I don't know how casual fans are still watching the sport, and I don't know how hardcore fans aren't, kind of slipping by the wayside, man. Um, it's bad, man. Now, Jay-Z versus Thompson. If you want to give the fight to Jay-Z, I would agree with you. If you want to somehow give round one to Josh Thompson, and then therefore you give rounds 1 and 2 to Thompson, and then you give him the fight by 29-28, I can maybe forgive that. But once again, you have somebody in a position of power who obviously has no clue what they're doing. 30-27, all 3 rounds for Josh Thompson. Now, I mean, a lot of people, they'll pick somebody, they'll get it wrong, and they'll come up and they'll get angry. I picked Josh Thompson. I picked him. I thought he would win the fight. But I thought he lost the fight. And then last time, it was, I picked Melvin Gillard to win, and I don't think he beat Jeremy. The point is, I'm going against my picks when I come back and try and keep it real with these recaps. Honestly, I really, really have to picture in my mind Misha Tate and Marlos Kunin grappling in order for me to not be really, really upset about the state of MMA. You've either got guys point fighting, going for takedowns, laying on people, just trying to win a round but don't care about how you win the round. And then any fight that is a good fight is being ruined by inept, clueless, retarded, ridiculous ass judges. By the way, as I think about it, I also realize I think every time I have one of these videos, it sounds like I'm just complaining and stuff. I don't know. What do you want me to say? It's some garbage. So, in the first round, Josh Thompson got dropped. Then he almost got guillotined. And he was in a bad position for most of the round until near the end of the round when he turned the tables for about 30 seconds with the head and arm choke, which actually was about 10 to 12 seconds. That is not a Josh Thompson round. Round 2 was clearly Josh Thompson, and round 3 was clearly Jay-Z Cavalcante. I was actually talking to somebody. We should do like a chat, like like how Sherdog has the chat with people thing. Y'all would see, man. I typed before the decision. I was like, you know what? It's going to be a unanimous decision for Josh Thompson, and one of these guys is going to give it 30-27. And then when it happened, I was pissed that I was right. And how did I come to that conclusion? Because I thought to myself exactly what would be the most ridiculous outcome of this. Well, Josh Thompson winning would be ridiculous, but not too ridiculous. A split decision would be acceptable, so it would have to be a unanimous decision. And one of the judges giving it 30-27 because all the judges can't be that stupid at once. I'm going to move on from that. I don't know what to do. I'm not going to be able to always think about fights like Miesha Tate and Conan coming up because those fights don't happen often. And I don't know what I'm going to do if they continue. Y'all know I love MMA. Y'all know I love MMA. I'll say it again. Y'all know I love MMA. But it is getting really difficult to deal with these inept judges. Andre Galvao, damn. Dude, get some confidence or go back to jiu-jitsu, man. I don't know what you're doing in training. I don't know why you're coming out here getting completely gun shy, can't pull the trigger, shooting in. I mean, this guy's like sniper range shots. You know what I mean? This guy's, shooting in from a mile away. You gotta set up takedowns, dude. You're fighting Tyrone Woodley. You think you're just gonna run in on a Division One, I think, wrestler who's very athletic, very powerful, very strong, very fast, very everything? You think you're just gonna shoot in on a lazy takedown and what? Do the Randy Couture James Toney ankle pick? Come on, man. What the f? I thought this would be at least a respectable fight. I thought it'd be a really good test for Tyrone Woodley. But in reality, he just came out, punched Galvao in the face a few times. Galvao never recovered. Punched him a few more times, and Galvao flopped a bunch. Hell, Galvao's lucky he got finished this quick. Or he could have done his, favorite or his best Talis Ladies impersonation. But he's not fighting Anderson Silva. That's crazy. That was a really good win for Tyron Woodley. Is there an E at the end of his name? Because everybody's calling him Tyron Woodley. And I don't know why, if you have a kid, you would name something Tyron instead of Tyrone. Because you know what I mean? I'm just saying. If it's Tyron, it's all good. I just always saw an E in my head. Because the E should be there. But anyways. Good win for Woodley. Andre Galvao, don't fight until you are ready to fight. Simple as that. You know what I mean? Until you are ready to deal with people catapulting their limbs at your face and body with intent to hurt you, do not fight because you're obviously not ready for anybody you can't take to the ground. So, damn, it hurts to say that. I really like Galvao on the ground, no homo, with his jiu-jitsu, but damn, he is not ready to deal with anybody who wants to punch him in the face. My one lock ended up being my one I got wrong. Marlos Kuna went out there and handled her damn business. Sarah Kaufman was looking weak, man. Oh, man. It's like she didn't want to take it to the ground because she was afraid of what happening. And then on the feet, she didn't commit to any punches. Was obviously had the height disadvantage, reach disadvantage. But she just didn't, in her mind, I don't know how she planned on winning that fight. She would get in clinches with, double underhooks and not go for takedowns. She'd get in good situations, just, I'm going to keep it on the feet, but, not really do anything up against the cage. And I don't know what her game plan was, but from what I saw, I don't know how she had the plan to win. I thought she would have a game plan to win, and I picked that game plan, and that's why she was my pick. But when she came out, I'm like, wow, she's getting in, these close range clinch situations. She doesn't want to go for a takedown. When they're striking, she doesn't want to commit to a punch. And then when she finally did do something, it was on the ground, and she started flailing like Fedor against Verdun. And then Conan said, I can do Verdun. And then Kaufman kind of got upset that homegirl was pulling on the arm. You know what I mean? You can't get upset with that, man. This ain't practicing. This ain't training. This is an actual fight where the referee has to jump in. Where if the referee doesn't jump in, you don't stop. And, you know, in the situation that Kunin's in, she's on her back. She's probably looking at the cage. She's wrenching on the arm. She ain't looking at your arm, worried about all that stuff. You know what I mean? My props to, you know, Kunin for saying what she said. And, you know, nobody likes to have their elbow popped. You know what I mean? Also, mad props to Josh Thompson for saying, what the F are these judges doing? So there you go. So we got that one, we got that. Did I cover all those three? And then we got the main event? Damn, that's quick. Or at least it probably could have been quicker if I didn't babble so much. Main event, Nick Diaz. Beautiful first round for Nick. Dropped him, took him to the ground. And then it kind of like he wanted to be methodical about it, but like just lost the position. Won the first round. Round two. Damn, no. Round two, KJ Noons came back and basically, in my opinion, won the only round that he won. And then pretty much rounds 3, 4, and 5 were Noons was Diaz taking his time and just doing what he does, while KJ Noons powered up for, you know, body head combos or looping wild punches. Diaz handled his business, man. It was not the greatest fight. People are saying fight of the year. Absolutely not. Um, However, I enjoyed the fight a lot. You know what I mean? It could have been much better. You know, these are the kind of guys that are not going to brawl. Diaz is never going to be in a brawl. He might be in a situation in a one-sided beatdown, and where he just does, you know, just peppers people, but he's never going to be in a brawl. Even if somebody wants to brawl with him, his tempo is just too slow for him to ever be in a brawl. Closest thing you'll see him in a brawl is a grappling brawl, like with Diego Sanchez, you know what I mean? But anyways, all in all, pretty good card. You know, the Jay-Z Cavalcante, Thompson situation, very frustrating. You have no idea. It's just every event something is going on that just shouldn't happen. Every single event. And every now and then it's a major event, like a major fight. Sometimes it's a title bout now. You know, you've got like you've got BJ Penn against Frankie Edgar the first time around. You got um, Shogun versus Machida the first time around. You know what I mean? And then you've got all these other little ones. You know, you've got guys like Evan Dunham, who are, you know, have a loss now because of some stupid stuff. And you got people not tapping and referees stopping fights. And you just got so many bad things going on with, it seems like, a whole bunch of amateurs trying to officiate and judge a professional sport. It really is a joke right now, you know, being an MMA fan. It really is. There's not much you can do to defend mixed martial arts at this time. It's still exciting when it is exciting. I still love it and all aspects of the game. But when you can't even have enough faith for a judge to give a third round in that Jay-Z Cavalcante fight to Cavalcante, there's a real big problem. And I don't ignore stuff, you know. I don't ignore it, so it's on my mind. But again, I just gotta think we should take Marlo's cool. MMA, y'all. It's important. Peace.